Good evening. Happy Sunday evening. Uh, let's do some martial arts, shall we? Yeah, as an exercise. Okay. Oh. Well, let's do upside down push up first, and then we'll do some rod martial art. Okay. Yeah. Upside down shoulder push up. Okay. Ah. Oh. Okay. Whew. Ah. One more time. Ah. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm transferring some files, and file transfer is complete. So take off this USB external hard drive and okay. Whew. Some martial art. Okay. Yeah. Just rod, right? Yeah. Not very good at it. Okay. Ah. Yeah, under the leg, right? And the other way. Behind the back and above the head and around the neck like this. And okay. Okay, that's good enough. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. Yeah. Whew. You got to. Hold it. Ah, Okay. Yeah, sorry about long break. Yeah, I've been writing this economics paper, So there's some things I forgot to write about, so that explains this long break. I'm sorry. Let me grab some juice. All right. So, I keep forgetting water. Uh, sorry. I apologize. Uh, yeah. So I wrote some more pages of economics paper. I introduced the Agnes's Bell. Yeah, we're not going to call it Witch of Agnes. That's disrespectful, misogynistic, and sexist. So, I mean, she was never accused of being a witch. But calling her corp as Agnes's witch, that's like almost accusing her, the great Italian female mathematician of 1700s, of being a witch. That's disrespectful. So, we renamed the curve. Bell. Agnes is Bell. Okay? Yeah. That's better. So I did talk about that. Yeah. Agnes is Bell. You differentiate it. I mean, integrate it, and you become arctangent, right? I mean, it becomes arctangent, and that's our z curve, definite integral between x and infinity, right? Yeah. So that was good, and also I mentioned that Gaussian curve e to the minus x squared, okay? And that's not integrable function, okay? So it does not serve our purpose. We need to integrate it. Demographics, we integrate it from x to infinity. That's our transaction demand curve, right? So if we cannot integrate using elementary functions, then that's useless to us, okay? So yeah, we rejected Gaussian curve. And Agnes's bell, it involves pi. It's unnecessarily complicated things like trigonometry, integral, all that stuff is beautiful. Trigonometry is very beautiful. It's geometric or algebraic, but we don't need that. We do not need that. We don't need pi. We don't need trigonometry. You just need bell curve that is integrable. Okay, so we'll just stick with Euler's number, the sigmoid function, okay, and the pseudo Gaussian curve, okay. Yeah, we'll stick to that. So That's what I said in the paper. But when it comes to pseudo Gaussian model, I haven't done it yet. Not in the paper. Okay, why? Because there's going to be another big section. Sometime next week, right? So yeah, yeah, just apple juice and grape juice. I think it's grape and cranberry. Yeah, grape. Yeah, no sugar added. Vitamin C. Yeah, I love it. Apple juice. So human world is like this. We like pick on each other, right? There's copium transfer. So we are all bullies, and we, we all get bullied upon. Okay, it's circular. We pick on each other, right? Yeah. It's just the way it is, right? Yeah. No big deal. That's why Jesus said his disciple asked him, "How many times should we forgive people?" Jesus said, "To infinity, 7 times, 77 times, seven times." Yeah, words forgive and forget. To add infinitum to the infinity. Okay, and I agree with him. All right, because we are all sinners. What is a sin? It's copium transfer, copium predation, bullyism, people picking on each other. That's the sin. All right. I mean, we can do it in a friendly way. People joke about me. I joke about them as a friend. Not that's entertainment. We don't get offended, right? My friends even joke about me being on Asian. Okay, no problem. I don't get offended. No, because I joke about their race too. It's an American experience. Part of being an American. Okay, we have multiple races, so no big deal. Uh, yeah, it is chilly because the juice they're kind of cold. Uh, Well, so yeah, the I just called to say I love you every I you don't want to sing the same song too many times, right? So I think I'm all already. I just need to remember to inhale very deeply before the last part, like of my heart, of my heart, because that's very long. I need to take a deep breath before I do that. I should not forget about that. So we'll take 5 minutes break, and then I'm gonna sing your song. Uh, Placido Domingo is like Placido, placed. Domingo, that's like Sunday, I think, in Spanish and Italian, I guess. I think Domingo means Sunday or Saturday. I think it's Sunday, right? So- and John Denver. You remember that song? It's kind of oldie, okay, back in 1980s, I think. Placido Domingo, he's a classical opera style singer, Italian, I think, okay. And John Denver, country singer in America, more like popular music, right? So it's old and new coming together. Placido Domingo and John Denver. Okay? I give 5 minutes to take a guess of what that song is, if you want to. You don't have to. Okay. So, okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Then I sing you that song, okay? Yeah. Uh, it is cold. Why? I don't know. It's still winter in Alaska and it's snowing. So I guess the snow is like ice in the air, right? It sucks up all the heat, I guess. I think that's what it is. Okay, Sunday night karaoke time. Karaoke Sunday. What song is that? Perhaps Love. Isn't it beautiful? Placido Domingo and John Denver. Oh, written by John Denver. Okay. Perhaps love is like a resting place, a shelter from the storm. It exists to give you comfort. It is there to keep you warm. And in those times of trouble, when you are most alone, the memory of love will bring you home. Perhaps love is like a window, perhaps an open door. It invites you to come closer. It wants to show you more. And even if you lose yourself and don't know what to do, the memory of love will see you through. Love to come like a cloud, to some as strong as steel. For some a way of living, for some a way to feel. And some say love is holding us, and some say letting go. And some say love is everything, and some say they don't know. Perhaps love is like the ocean, full of conflict, full of pain. Like a fire when it's cold outside, or thunder when it rains. And if I should live forever, and all my dreams come true, my memories of love will be of you. Isn't it beautiful? Sometimes when I listen to this music in the Google YouTube, I cry because it's just too beautiful. Oh my goodness. Mr. John Denver, right? Yeah. And after last episode, yeah, I turned on Google YouTube and I listened to some Korean sing, classical Korean K-pop, Mr. Lee Seung-hwan. He bears the same family name as me. Okay, Mr. Lee Seung-hwan, back in 1990s. Okay, uh, one of his songs, album one, his first album. Okay, which is classic. Okay, 눈물로 시를 써도. It means even if I write a poem with my tears. It's about breakup, right? Love song. And also another song, 기다린 날도 지워질 날도 날 그대 그대 멀어져만 가나 그대 따나나 더 언제까지 그대를 그리워해도 늘 떠난다면 볼 수도 없는데 눈을 못한 모아둔 시간도 이젠 없는데. What does that mean? Lyrics? It's about breakup, okay? Yeah, she's leaving me, okay? And I don't want her to leave me. Please come back. That's the basic idea of that song. We'll take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest. And then I will tell you some stories. Story time, okay? Uh, kind of teenager crush. Okay, yeah. I was like 8th grade, 9th grade, third year in Korean middle school, okay? Yeah, I got accepted in this prestigious high school, science high school, okay? So it was around that time, okay? Okay, teenager crush. Yeah, I was hitting on a lady, Korean lady. We were same age, okay? So 15, 16 years old, okay? She did not think much of me at all, okay? But extremely beautiful lady, okay? 100% Korean, Asian, okay? She was like very model type, like fashionable and stylish. She was one of the most, she still is one of the most beautiful ladies I've ever seen in my life, okay? And she's Korean, okay? Oh my goodness. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? But I'll tell you some interesting stories, okay? Nothing happened, okay? Because she didn't think much of me, but yeah. So what happened was we went to church summer retreat. Korea Methodist Church is a very big mega church, good church, okay. And we went to church retreat, summer church retreat, okay, and it's co-ed, half boys, half girls, right? And there are some shenanigan guys, okay, who don't attend church, but they joined in. It's like kind of cheating, right? They're not even Christians, okay? Those guys, like shenanigans, total shenanigans, right? They would just come to that church retreat, summer retreat, when they don't even come to church. It's kind of cheating, right? Hey, shenanigans, right? Total shenanigans. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so I went there, and uh, it was summer retreat, so there are different ages. I was like 15 years old, and so she was 15 years old too. Okay, and there's some guys who's older than us, like by 1 year or two, 1 year, I guess. Okay, yeah. So I had crush on her and a guy who's 1 year older than me, probably first year in his high school, whatever, right? He had crush on her too. Okay, but she did not think much of me. She did not think much of him either. But she did like one guy who's same as my age. He and I were acquaintances. We went to same elementary school and stuff. Okay. Uh, so that guy that she liked, he did not like her. Okay, it's kind of like not triangular relationship, but I liked her and she liked this guy, same age as mine, my acquaintance. Uh, he and I, we got along. Okay, we were kind of friends. Okay, but not very close friends because he was very stylish kind of guy. Okay, fashionable. Okay, back then I was not. Nowadays, more or less. Okay, I mean, this Hawaiian t-shirt is kind of artsy, artistic, right? So yeah, whatever. Uh, so when we are coming back from summer retreat in the bus, kind of like school bus, right? Rented charter bus. It's long drive, right? Like it's like 2 3 hours. So we were bored. So she was there, and that guy who also had crush on her, 1 year older than us. Okay, we wanted to impress that lady. Okay, and so I sang a song, Mr. Lee Seung-wan's song, 텅 빈 마음. It means empty mind. Okay. 미련 없이 그대를 떠나보낸 내 마음 속에 오늘은 왜 이리 허전할까요? 알 수 없어요. 아침 묻은 눈뜨고 바라보니 눈부신 햇살 내 때만 뒤가 주워 남을 허탈해 그대의 미소 그대의 마음 되살아나서 날 부르네 난 너를 기대해 내 텅 빈 마음 속 was that there? Okay. She was not impressed at all. So what's that lyrics about? Yeah, I miss you. You left me, so my mind is empty. I'm empty, minded, blank. You left me, so I miss you. It's about that. Okay. So. And he sang, the guy older than me, 1 year older than us, who also had crush on her. Okay. Uh, he sang another song of Mr. Lee Seung-wan. 기다린 나도 지워진 나도 낡은 내 여전히 이렇게 멀어져만 간 그대의 느낌은 더 이상 내게 바라는 보고 싶은데. Yeah, it's same theme. I miss you. Yeah, you left me. I miss you. Please come back. It's love song, Korean love song. Okay, so he sang pretty well, but she was still not impressed at all. So nothing happened. Okay, yeah, but she liked a buddy of mine. I mean, he wasn't my close friend. We were same age. Uh, that gentleman, very stylish, good hairstyle, and fashionable kind of guy. Also, he was very good at sports, like baseball, soccer. Okay, he was shorter than me. Okay, he doesn't have my muscle or anything, but he was very good at sports and handsome guy, yeah, good looking guy, and fashionable, stylish. Okay, she was about same height as me. Okay, my height higher than average Korean. Okay, she was about same height, and she was very big brown eyes, and she is like one of the most perfect beauty I have ever seen in my life. Okay, her lips, her nose, her hands. She's very slender, and her skin tone, kind of medium brown. Okay, and she was so fashionable. She was wearing this tight jean. Okay, and she was just extremely beautiful lady. Okay, classical model type. I'm sure she's married by now. Okay, hopefully she had good husband and have beautiful children. Yeah, I'm sure she does. Okay, yeah, I pray for that lady. Okay, so she's like stunningly beautiful lady. Okay, oh my goodness, her voice, beautiful voice, very feminine. And she was nice. She was very nice lady. Okay, kind. Yeah. So she liked this buddy of mine. And he was not my close friend. He was kind of acquaintance, halfway between acquaintance and friend. We did hang out. Okay, as a group. He and another guy and me. Yeah, we did hang out a couple of times. Okay, we went to same church. Okay, we went to same elementary school and everything. Okay, so we also took taekwondo classes too. Okay, together. He and another guy and me. Uh, yeah. So she liked him. He did not like her. He said something like, "Ah, that girl, yeah, she's bothering me. She's annoying." Okay. Oh boy. Teenage crush, right? Yeah. Yeah. And there was also another lady. She's also very beautiful lady too. Okay. But she was not very fashionable back then. Later on, she became very fashionable. Okay. And that lady liked me. I didn't like her. Okay. And she and the lady I liked, they kind of look similar. Well, similar hairstyle, and they're both very beautiful. And but the lady who liked me back then in that summer retreat, same age, okay, she was not fashionable back then. But about a year later, I saw her again in the church, same church, and she became very fashionable. By then, she did not like me anymore. But yeah, yeah, very, 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 yeah, 100% Asian Koreans. Okay, and then the lady who used to like me, uh, she's very beautiful too. But in the summer retreat, I was liking somebody else. Okay, so she liked me, I liked her. She didn't like me, and I didn't like her. Okay, so it's like kind of wild goose chase, right? Yeah, yeah. But nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened. I was just geeky nerdy guy studying mathematics, like I am now. I think I'm more fashionable now as I really struggle to learn how to be fashionable, how to be stylish. So I think I got it. Kinda. Okay. But back then I was not fashionable, not stylish. I was just geeky nerdy guy, dandruff on the shoulder and smelly mouth, smelly head. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So back then I was number one in middle school. Well, maybe number five because there are some other Korean guys. Hey, you're talking about 1990 South Korea, okay, middle school. There were guys way smarter than me. Okay, how many? About 10 of them. So maybe I was like number 11, Korean middle school, third year. How many students? About 600 in my year. About 600 students. Okay, I was like number 11. Okay, there were 10 guys who were way smarter than me. Okay, and they knew better, higher mathematics, physics than I did. But I was like about top 10 a little bit. Okay, so but I was not able to impress females after all the mathematics, all the physics, English. It was still not good enough to impress females. Well, I impressed some kind and jealous ladies, but not as much as I would like to. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so teenage crush, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, let's drink some dry red wine, shall we? When I was in South Korea, teenager, I had crush on multiple ladies, one at a time, of course. I didn't quite date. I just had crush on ladies because they're so beautiful. And I was sing this love songs by Mr. Lee Seung-wan album, first album. Okay, thinking about those ladies, fantasizing. Okay, I remember when I was sixth grade, the last year in elementary school. I was like 11, 12 years old. Okay, there was this lady who transferred from another school. Okay, it was co-ed elementary school. Okay, so half boys, half girls, right? Class of about 50 students. Yeah, Korean school back then, big class. 30 boys, 30 girls. We had 25, 25, so about 50 students per class. Okay, and we have six classrooms in 1 year. So six times five, that's like 300, right? Yeah, that's elementary school. Okay. In middle school, 50 students in each class, and we have like 10 classrooms. So 60 times 10, about 600. And that's middle school and also high school too. About that size, 1 year, okay, or class. Anyway, so yeah, when I was sixth grade, a lady transferred from another school because I guess her parents moved in to our neighborhood, and she was petite, short, and she was very beautiful, beautiful eyes, and she was wearing eyeglasses, and I had crush on her, and she had crush on my friend, who's way smarter than me. That guy went to number one top, presumably the best high school in South Korea. That guy's very smart, and we are buddies. Okay, so she liked him. He's a good friend of mine, and I liked her, and she liked him. Okay, so, and he was also class president too. Later on, he of course went to Seoul National University. Okay, probably in physics major, I think. That would be my guess. That guy was very smart. Okay, so and so I was singing this love song by Mr. Lee Seung-wan. 그냥 그런 이야기, a story so and so. Okay, this translation. 두근두근 뛰는 마음 어쩌저마 그래 보면 왠지 그래 동화 속 신비로운 눈을 보면 친구들은 이런 마음을 이해하지 못하나 봐. 그대 이름조차 알지 못하잖아. 하지만 그럼 이름 따위 모를 못해 이렇게 바라만 봐도 좋아. 따라라라라라라라 따라라라. What does that mean? I don't know her name, but who cares about her name? I'm just happy looking at her. It's not necessary that I know her name. I just enjoy watching her. She's so beautiful. It's about that. Yeah. Yeah. She has such a beautiful eyes. So she's like princess in a fairy tale. Because she has very mysteriously beautiful eyes. Okay. Over the years, over the decades, I traveled the world and I've seen really beautiful ladies, all different races. And yeah, some ladies have very mysteriously beautiful eyes. Magical, right? I've seen that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. And when it comes to guys, yeah, I've seen some handsome guys too. Okay, they're cool, all right. But I'm a man. Okay, I've seen some very handsome guys too, all different races, all right. And yeah, but guys are guys. Okay, and I'm a guy too. So some kind and generous friends of mine say I'm handsome. I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, because I'm kind of feel insecure about my looks. Mirror, mirror, who is the prettiest? Hmm? Is it me? Huh? Or else? Uh, yeah. Hey, we got a lot done over the weekend, right? Yeah. It's just relaxing time, right? Yeah. We got it all figured out, okay? Boy. Yeah. Have I had girlfriends before? Yes, yes. I'm not virgin. I had experience, okay? I'm 42 years old. Yeah. I dated some kind and generous, beautiful ladies. To me, they are very beautiful. Okay? Kind and generous ladies. Okay, yeah, I have had experience. We go to restaurants and I'll buy them dinner one at a time. Okay, monogamous relationship, right? Like Adam and Eve. Okay, so we go to restaurant. I buy her dinner and then bouquet of flowers and yeah, I've done that before. How many times? How many relationship have I ever had? Ah, 10, 15, 20. About average 2 to 3 months. I didn't intend it to be that way. It just happened that way. Okay, so but we had a nice time. Yeah. Do I miss those days? Yes, I do. But nowadays, I'm just too busy, right? Yeah. And writing paper. Okay, I have to do my job. Writing papers. Okay, studying and writing, teaching, sharing of knowledge. We are all students and we are also all teachers too. We teach and learn everybody. Just like that. Okay? It's circular. Okay? Teach and learn, right? Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break. And yeah, that I think more Mr. Lee Swan song. Okay, yeah, he's one of my favorite. Yeah, huge fan of Mr. Lee Swan. Huge fan. Oh. Oh, Yeah, this is another love song by Mr. Lee Seung Hwan. Is the title of the song is in Korean 좋은 날. In English, A Good Day. The synopsis of that lyrics is his first date with a lady. Okay, so I give you lyrics translation. Okay. 오늘 유난히 한클어진 말이 너무나 맘에 안 들어. 그 애와 약속했는데 믿기만 하던 동네 아이들이 너무 귀엽게 보이고 아, 거리는 온통 그대 향 내가 정말 그대를 사랑하게 된 건가 조금 조금 떨렸다만 반기는 그대 미소에 날아가 버리고 나를 부르는 입 맞추려고 했지만 용기가 없어. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm having a bad hair day. I just don't like my hair. It's so messy and so we had a. I'm going to a date, first date, to meet this lady, and I'm nervous and but I'm happy. Yeah, those kids on the street, I used to hate them, but they look so lovely and cute. And on the street is full of her fragrance. So have I fallen in love with her already? Yeah, I was nervous, but she's I see her there waiting for me and she's smiling at me, so all my nervousness disappeared and she's calling my name and I want to kiss her, but I'm kind of shy, so maybe next time. Okay, that's the lyrics. Beautiful song, love song. I used to fantasize about the ladies that I had crush on and sang that song. Okay, memorizing the lyrics. Okay, that's why I remember the song lyrics because I was sing that all the time. Okay, fantasizing about those ladies. Okay, so one at a time though. I when I had crush, it's unrequited love, one way street. But I had crush on one lady at a time. So I was still monogamous when I was hitting on a girl. Okay, I did not hit on two girls. Okay, having crush on only one girl at a time. Okay, I was still monogamous. Monogamous, unrequited love, teenage crush. Well, yeah. Some more Mr. Lee Sung Wan song. Okay, this song is not first album. It's some later album. Okay, 세상에 뿌려진 만큼. Okay, it means the love spread around the world. It's not a romantic song. It's more like a humanitarian kind of song. Okay. Actually, I think it's actually a love song. Okay, it's kind of half and half. Okay, humanitarian, humanism, and also love song. Let me try to find lyrics. It's very difficult to find Korean lyrics. Okay, that's not easy. But let me give it a try. Because I don't memorize the lyrics. Okay. Okay, I found it. 세상에 뿌려준 사랑만큼. It means as much as the love spread around the world. It's very beautiful song. Okay, so I found the lyrics. Okay, so uh, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then I sing you this song. Okay, it's very beautiful. K-pop classic, 1990s. Okay. 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 Give me 1 minute. Okay, let me say hello to my friends. I found this very interesting documentary. Americans visiting Korean street food restaurants. Okay, good stuff.
Scientists discovered some people have a secret pooping habit.
Okay. Now let's sing. I give you English translation later. Okay. So let me grab some whiskey. Okay. I really want to enjoy this fully. Okay. Ah, good Sunday. Happy Easter, by the way. Happy Easter Sunday. Okay. Yeah. Happy Easter. I boiled my eggs. This kind of Easter bunny eggs, right? Yeah. Okay. Dun 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 dun. 여전히 내게는 모자란 날 보는 너의 그 눈빛이 세상에 뿌려질 만 사랑만큼 할 수 없다 그때 언제나 세월은 그렇게 잦은 잊음을 만들지만 정들은 그대의 그늘을 떠나면 지금 얘긴거 사랑한다고 말하지 않았지 이제 후회하지만 그대 뒤늦은 말 그 고백을 등이로 그대의 얼굴과 그대의 이름과 그대의 그 아직 나간 내 작는 날 사랑은 그렇게 이루어진 듯했고 이제와 가능한 날 기다린 이별뿐 바람이 불 때마다 느껴질 우리의 걸음만큼 난 기다림을 믿는 대신 무뎌짐을 바라겠지. Ah, beautiful song. Lyrics? They have English translation there, but I'm sure they did better than what I can. But I want to translate to you myself. Okay. 여전히 내게는 모자란 날 보는 너의 그 눈빛이. Yeah, you're looking at me, but that's not good enough for me. Okay. This Korean guy, I just it's about breakup. Okay, so this lady is looking at me, right? My girlfriend. Okay, but you looking at me. That's not good enough. Okay. 세상에 뿌려진 사랑만큼 알 수 없던 그때. Back then, I didn't know about the love that spread around the world. 언제나 세월은 그렇게 잦은 잊음을 만들지만 always the time. I'm sorry about this bolding spot exposure. Oh my goodness. Always the time manufactures the little forgetfulness, lapse of memory. Okay? 정들은 그때 그대의 그늘을 떠남은 지금 얘기인 거. Well, but today's story, uh, I left your shadow. 사랑한다고 말하진 않았지 이제 후회하지만. I never said I love you. Now I regret never having said that I love you. 그대 뒤늦은 말 그 고백을 들은 뒤로. Yeah, it's kind of too late now, but I'm making confession behind your back. 그대의 얼굴과 그대의 이름과 그대의 얘기와 지나간 내 정든 날. Those affectionate days when you and I used to date, your face, your name, your stories, I miss it. 사랑은 그렇게 이루어진 듯해도 이제야 남는 건 날 기다린 이별뿐. Yeah, we almost achieved the mutual love, but now what's waiting for me is the separation, breakup. Okay, so yeah, kind of sad, right? Yeah. It's about love song. Okay, it's like breakup. Okay, regret. Back in the days, beautiful stories when we used to date. It's that story. Okay, so yeah, very pretty. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, I need some vocalist. Let me refill this coconut vodka too. Okay, Okay, just remember the name of this Korean singer and songwriter back in 1990s, Mr. Yoo Ha. Okay, his name escaped my memory, and it came back to me. Okay, so I'll sing you that song. Okay, Mr. Yoo Ha, Bygone Days. Okay, he died young. Why? I think he has a car accident. Okay, he died young, probably in his 40s, something like that. But very legendary figure in Korea. Okay. I prayed to God earlier today to remember his name, and he gave it to me. Okay, so Mr. Yujeha. Okay, Mr. Yu. Okay, it's traditional Korean last name, feminine name. Okay, and he's genius. All right. Yeah. 지난 옛일 기쁨이라고 하면서도 어, 지난 옛일 모두 기쁨이라고 하면서도 아픈 기억 찾아 헤매이는 건 왜일까? 가슴 깊이 남는 건 때려진 후회. 덧없는 듯은 웃음으로 지나온 날들을 돌아보네. 예전처럼 돌이킬 순 없다고 하면서도 문득 문득 흐뭇함에 젖는 건 왜일까? 그대로 그 나름대로 의미가 있어. 세상 사람 얘기하듯이 옛 추억이란 아름다운 것 다시 못 올 지난 날은 난 꾸밈없이 영원히 간직하리. 그리움을 가득 안은 채 가버린 지난 나 잊지 못할 그 추억 속에 난 우리들의 미래를 비춰보리. 하루하루 더욱 새롭게 그대와 나의 지난 날. What does that mean? English translation? Ah, it's very beautifully written. He's songwriter. He wrote this song, lyrics too, melody. He's a great songwriter, and he sang this too. Beautiful poem, right? Yeah, bygone days. Great pleasure back in the days. But I don't know why, but I'm kind of wandering around, dredging up some painful memories. It's about that. Okay, yeah. He used to date a girl and they broke up, so he remembers good old days when he used to date this lady. Okay, so it's about that. Okay. Yeah, I have some regrets in my mind, but it's too late. Yeah, I have this bitter smile when I look back those good old days. Yeah, the past we cannot resurrect it. It's bygone days. We cannot go back to it. But every now and then, I recollect, remember, recall those beautiful days when you and I used to date. Yeah, yeah. There's some meaning to it. This recollection of our lovely days back in the past. Just like people say in the world, memory of good old days is beautiful. Yeah, we cannot go back to the past, but honestly, forever, I will keep that beautiful memory with me. Yeah, I miss those days when you and I used to date. Okay, so and but those. bygone days, but I will never forget. I cannot forget those memories. And thinking about those old days, I imagine our future together, you and I. Okay. So every day, day by day, our good old memories rejuvenate itself. Come resurrection, okay, of past memories. Yeah, it's like I guess he and his girlfriend maybe got back together. Okay, so thinking about good old days. Okay, so it's that. Okay, so very beautiful poem, right? Mr. Lee Seung-wan, he write his music too, lyrics and melody. Okay, I think he plays guitar too. Mr. Lee Seung-wan was very famous for live concerts. He's very energetic, passionate. He was called back in the days the king of live concert. Right? The he sang in real time. It was not ad lib, okay, and he's not a quite a dancer, but the way he sings is very passionate, and he was very famous for that. Mr. Lee Seung-wan, Mr. Yujeha, uh, he died too young, okay, so but he's legendary figure, okay. So I thank God for giving me back this memory. His name, Mr. Yujeha, huge fan, okay. All those wonderful Korean songs, right? Yeah, I learned from my elder siblings, okay, and they have very good taste, musical taste, okay. So they would buy these cassette tapes, right? They were in their high schools. I was in my middle school, elementary school, and they would play this music when they study, right? I listened, and wow, those are good music. Right? Another one of my favorite Korean singers is Mr. Hyunjin-seo, like a bird. 새처럼 저는 날았어 넓은 세상 보고 싶어 새처럼 저는 날았어 넓은 세상 보고 싶어 라라라라 라라라라라라라 That is YouTube, Google YouTube music video of that. Mr. Byung-jisoo, like a bird, alright? And it featured this French Caucasian gentleman doing this hang gliding. Okay? I watched that music video earlier today, okay? It was beautifully filmed. So what does that lyrics mean? Like a bird, I want to fly very high so that I can see the big wide world. That's what that lyrics is about. It's not a love song, it's not romance song, but it's more about dream, ambition. Yeah, I want to be like a bird who fly up there so that I can see the big wide world. That's what the lyrics is about. Beautiful song. We take 5 minutes break, and I tried to sing that song. Okay, the lyrics I did look try to look up before. It's difficult to find. Okay, so Korean lyrics is very difficult to find. And Mr. Byung sang 2 songs about birds. The other one, yeah, I see the lyrics, but that's not the lyrics I'm looking for. Okay, it's another song. How about Over the Sky? I cannot find the lyrics. But the little that I remember, yeah, I'll sing to you, okay? After 5 minutes, okay? All right. Karaoke someday, okay? All right. Okay. Karaoke time. Sunday karaoke night. So it goes like this. Da. Oh, wait, bass guitar. Do da 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 da. Da da da. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. 별빛이 내려와. 전에 입어봐요. 그랑 노을이 밤의 끝까지 달려가요. 사라지고 웃음 지으며 살아보고 싶어. 새처럼 저 하늘을 날았어. 넓은 세상 보고 싶어. It goes like that, okay. It goes very high, like a bird flying way up there, okay. Intonation, yeah. It goes pretty high, okay. Beautiful song. He's a Korean gentleman, okay. Mr. Pyonjin. Lyrics, translation in English. Uh, Let us forget about the past. Let's look forward, all right? You see this beautiful red sunset. Let's run there. Let's run toward the sunset to the end of the world. Okay, let's run. And yeah, forget about the past. Let's look forward. And I want to be like a bird, fly up there and to see the beautiful world, whole wide world. Uh, yeah, I want that. That's the lyrics. Okay, I'm such a lousy translator. Yeah, but we're just relaxing. So he also sang this wonderful song. It's about, well, he did not write this. This song was written by Korean female, and she was very famous back in 1990s. Okay, classical K-pop. Uh, it's called Wish List. Okay, we did this before. Okay, Korean translation. Okay, 희망사항, written by Korean female. She's very famous. She was very famous. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay. Da 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 dan da dan 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 da 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 dan dan da dan da 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 dan da 청바지가 잘 어울리는 여자 밥을 많이 먹어도 배 안 나오는 여자 내기가 재미없어도 웃어주는 여자 난 그런 여자가 좋더라. 머리에 무스를 바르지 않아도 윤기가 흐르는 여자. 내 고요한 눈빛을 보면서 시력을 맞추는 여자. 김치볶음밥을 잘 만드는 여자. 웃을 때 목젖이 보이는 여자. 내가 돈이 없을 때에도 마음 편하게 만날 수 있는 여자. 먼내리 it goes like that forever. Okay, very comical, funny lyrics written by Korean female. Right. Translation. Yeah, the lyrics story is about this guy fantasizing about ideal type of woman. All right, but that's the story. Mr. Hyunjin is fantasizing about ideal woman. Okay, so that's the story. But the lyrics, ironically speaking, is written by a Korean female. Okay, so it's kind of about her. So she's fantasizing a guy who fantasizes about her. It's quite involved concept, right? She's fantasizing about a guy who fantasizes about her. So she's seeing herself as an ideal woman, basically. Okay, so it's very famous song. Okay, yeah, a lady who look great with blue jeans. A lady, no matter how much food she eats, she does not have developed pot belly. Okay, and the kind of lady who left with me, although my story I'm telling her is not that fun. Yeah, I like that kind of lady. The kind of lady who does not put any hair product, but her hair is still very glossy. And the kind of lady who look into my eyes, my quiet eyes, and adjust her eyesight looking at my eyes. Very creative. poem is beautiful. And the kind of lady who is very good at preparing this kimchi stir fries. That's Korean traditional dish. Okay, so the kind of lady when she left, she opened her mouth so big, I can see her clothes. Okay, the kind of lady that I can meet comfortably even when my pockets are empty. The kind of lady who chew the gum, but it doesn't. She does not make any sound when she chew the gums. And the kind of lady, she may be plump, but she has beautiful legs, so she looks great when she wears short skirt. The kind of lady, when I'm sad, just by looking at her, I get my comfort, consolation. And the kind of lady, ever since she met me, she did not meet any other guys. I love that kind of lady. Then this female songwriter, she sings herself here. She's a great pianist too. 여보세요, 나 좀 잠깐 보세요. 희망사항이 정말 거창하군요. 그런 여자한테 좀 너무 잘 어울리는 난 그런 남자가 좋더라. 딴딴딴따란 딴딴따란 딴딴따라 따따따라라라라라라라라라. Well, they sampled that from George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue, right? Yeah. So translation. Hey you. Hey you. Look at me for a second. You have very ambitious wish list about a lady, ideal lady, but the kind of guy who goes so very well with that kind of lady, I like that kind of guy. It's great sense of humor, right? Yeah. This K-pop classic, okay. Mr. Hyunjin-sub and the lady, what's her name? They kind of look similar, okay. But they're not related. But what's the name of that lady? What's her name? 노영심. Yeah, 노영심. Miss No. Yeah, Korean family name is so funny sometimes. Like there's no, okay, or you. Korean family name, okay. Miss 노영심. Okay, yeah. I remember that lady on TV. Okay, never met her, but highly talented lady, and she became very rich. She kind of became Korean millionaire, female, right? Pure talent, right? Yeah. Okay. We take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, I'm kind of getting drunk. What time is it? 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock. Well, I took a long nap, so yeah. Tomorrow I get back to work Monday, right? Yeah. So happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, Easter Sunday. So. So I ran into this wonderful documentary in Google YouTube. It's about Americans in Korea, South Korea. Okay, some street food, traditional Korean dish. Yeah, the open restaurants on the street in South Korea. Yeah, Americans visiting as a tourist in South Korea, experiencing Korean street food for the very first time. Okay, they were very interesting. So I shared with my friends, families. Okay, so Americans, they are Americans. Okay, a gentleman and a lady, brunette. Okay, Americans. Okay, and they went to South Korea as a tourist, maybe back in the days. Okay, about 10 years ago, I guess. I really enjoy watching the documentaries. They are Americans. Okay, yeah. The guy, I think he's a kind of mixed race. The that lady, she's Caucasian brunette, I guess. Okay, so they were having this wonderful experience of eating Korean street food for the first time in their lives. Okay, and the wonderment, right? Yeah, tteokbokki. What's tteokbokki? It's red hot chili pepper. Well, red hot chili pepper. That's American classical rock band, right? Yeah, but red hot chili pepper is very red, and they're very spicy. Okay, and with this rice cake, all right, kneaded rice flour. Okay, so that's tteokbokki. Okay, with some fish cake too. Okay, and oden. That's fish cake. Water. Wonderful dish. Korean, traditionally Korean dish, and they have this sundae. What is sundae? Is small intestine layer of a pig filled with noodles. Fully cooked. It's small intestine, this layer of a pig. Sundae, alright? Filled with noodles. Alright? Exotic. Okay, yeah. Some American Korean restaurants they serve it. Okay, I had them before. Even in Alaska, we have some Korean restaurants. Okay, great cooks. Okay, Korean Americans they're very good business savvy people. Okay, so they make good money. Okay, they don't just open up Korean restaurant. They open up Japanese sushi restaurant. They open up Chinese restaurant. Yeah, mostly they're all owned by Korean Americans. Okay, they are very business savvy. Okay, and they make good money. Okay. Yeah, immigrants in Korea. I mean, in America, Korean Americans. Okay. Yeah, they're fantastic cooks, and they have heavy emphasis on education. So their children, sons and daughters, they go to Harvard, Yale, Stanford. They're kind of like Jews, hardworking people, right? Their sons and daughters in Europe, in America, they go to top schools, right? Koreans are kind of like that. Okay, so heavy emphasis in education. Yeah. They call it like tiger parenting. Okay, discipline. Yeah, so Jews and Koreans they have that in common. I mean, Jews and Asians. Okay, kind of model minority, kind of right. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm very much pro-Semitic. I'm not anti-Semitic. Okay, I love Jews, but I did because they are my friends. Some of my closest friends are Jews. Okay, I cracked some jokes in the papers I wrote. Okay, yeah, I love Jews, but I also love orange juice, apple juice too. Yeah, I'm pro-Semitic, but I'm also probiotic. I love yogurt. I create some jokes about that, okay? But because we are friends, okay? Yeah, some of my best friends are Jewish, okay? I have many Jewish friends, okay? Mhm. My friends, they joke about me being Asian too, using chopsticks and whatnot, okay? Yeah, between friends, yeah, close friends, yeah, we talk about each other's races, this American experience. All right, no problem. We just have a good laugh, okay? Hmm? So cool. Yeah, it's kind of getting too warm. So I have the short pants underneath. So okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about fumbling that integration of this trigonometric stuff like secant, tangent, whatever. But we got it right. Okay, I corrected my errors, so we are good. Okay, but that was tough, right? Agnes, Agnes's bell, right? The head, hairline, bonnet, Bell of Agnesy. Okay, we renamed that because we don't want to call witch of Agnesy. That's disrespectful. That's misogynistic, sexistic. So yeah, we renamed that curve. The Bell of Agnesy. Okay, Agnesy's bell. It's a bell curve. Okay, but it involves trigonometry. It's, it's tricky. Time to rhyme here. Okay, so. Yeah, so we don't want to use that. It has pi. Okay, it's unnecessary that we introduce that. Okay, so we just stick with e to the x, Bernoulli's number, Euler's number. Okay? Because it's easier to handle. All right. So the definition of property of e to the x, you differentiate it, it becomes itself. That's definitional characteristic of e to the x. Okay, and we need to differentiate, integrate in this economics theory, demographics curve, transition demand curve. Okay, we need something that's easier to differentiate and integrate than Miss Agnes's Bell curve. So we just stick to logistic curve, sigmoid function, okay? Just because it's easier to differentiate and integrate. Convenience sake. It's not science, exact science, it's art. Statistics, okay, economics, it's not exact science, okay, it's art too. Half and half, okay. So, yeah. Right? Yeah. So we got a lot done this weekend. After this paper is done, yeah, I email to my friends, okay, to let them know I'm not idling. I'm being diligent and disciplined. I'm getting something done. Positive and constructive things. I want to let my friends know, okay, that I'm working hard in my spare time, making some positive contribution to humanity, future generation, okay. So I want to let them know. I think they'll be very proud of me. Okay? This economics paper, yeah, it'll be very good, okay. It makes mathematical sense. Sam Walton principle. Okay, we proved it. We vindicated him, Mr. Sam Walton. I read his biography. Okay, Little Rock, Arkansas. Right. He started the dollar store back in the days. It's called nickel and dime store. I know why because I'm well read. I study history. Okay, so yeah, nickel and dime store right, back in the days. It's today's dollar store, like Dollar Tree. Okay, dollar store. Have you been to a dollar store? I have. When I was in Los Angeles, California. It was good. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay, and then we'll talk about some Korean food, okay, because I saw some cheating there, okay, yeah. Fried gizzard, and that's American food, okay, wonderful. Fried gizzard, chicken gizzard, okay, but some Koreans, I think they learn from Americans because chicken gizzard, fried gizzard, that's not traditional Korean food. But I looked at some Google YouTube documentaries about Korean street food. They were frying chicken gizzard. I think they learned from Americans, Southerners like Texas, Louisiana. Okay, kind of soul food, Southern food. Okay, African Americans. I think uh, that's American tradition. Fried chicken gizzard. Okay, because when I grew up as a child for nearly 2 decades, Koreans do eat chicken gizzards, but traditionally it's boiled. It's not fried. Okay, so fried chicken gizzard. That's I think those Koreans learn from Americans. Okay, because I have never seen back in 1980s, 1990s. I have never seen fried chicken gizzards in Korea. The very first time I saw chicken gizzards, I was in Texas, Fort Hood, Texas. My colleagues, U.S. Army, African Americans. Okay, they bought this fried chicken gizzard, like Southern style. It was Texas, okay. So my African American friends of mine there, Fort Hood, Texas. They bought from a gas station, properly salted and peppered, okay, fried chicken gizzard, and they shared with me. And it was like eye opener, okay? It's like a whole brand new world. It's like fried chicken gizzard. Never had that before, and it was so amazing. It's like paradisical, heaven on earth. Hallelujah. Okay, it's like nirvana moment. Okay, it's like God, thank you. American fried chicken gizzards. The texture is so chewy and salty and just melting in my mouth. Okay, oh my goodness, it's so good. Jalapeno pepper. My Hispanic friend in U.S. Army, he bought it and shared with me. Okay, Nirvana, Hallelujah moment. Okay, it was like taste of heaven. Jalapeno pepper with this cheese in it. With jalapeno pepper, fried. The texture of the cheese and the jalapeno, this pepper, Nirvana, right? Taste of heaven. I'm like, God bless America. God bless America, okay? And God bless my friends, Hispanics, African Americans, who introduced this wonderful American food, okay? Jalapeno pepper with cheese in it, and fried chicken gizzards, okay? Oh my god, it was taste of heaven. How about Kentucky Fried Chicken? It's American food, right? It came to Korea when I was in elementary school, back in 1980s. Nirvana, like taste of heaven, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken is just melting in our mouth, like properly salted and peppered, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken, what you say? They call it Kenchi, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kenchi. It was a sensational hit, okay, when Kentucky Fried Chicken came back in 1980s when I was in elementary school, okay. Or Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King. They all came to Seoul, South Korea when I was in elementary school, 1980s, okay. We loved it. Almond Joy, Mounds, Lollipop, candies, Butterfinger. We love that stuff. Okay. Because they're so good. Okay. Yeah. Twinkies. Yeah. Taste of heaven. Okay. Twinkies. Oh. And the chocolate Twinkie, what's that called? Okay. Ding dong, right? Taste of paradise. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's, the texture is so soft. Dunkin' Donuts. It was sensational hit, okay. Back in 1980s, Dunkin' Donuts, okay, we love that stuff, okay. Melting in our mouths, right? Dunkin' Donuts, yeah. I did eat those things when I was younger. Nowadays, once a year, okay. Pecan pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, lemon pie, apple pie, I love them, okay. So, but I do eat them once in a blue moon, okay? Like once a quarter, right? Because I'm 42 years old. I have to watch what I eat. Okay? But I love those things, okay? Yeah. Yeah, some Twilight Zone series, okay? Yeah, the beginning of the right ideas. One of my favorite episodes. Yeah, it's about Nazism. Yeah, What's that episode title? It's not about Nazism. It's about dictatorship, totalitarianism. What's that title episode? Title of the episode? On obsolete man. It's about librarian. Okay, yeah, obsolete man. That's the title. Okay, so the dictator. Okay, totalitarianist. He said, "Oh yeah, beginning of the right idea." Fantastic actors, great screenplay. Maybe I watched that episode. Okay, we take 5 minutes. Some spoiler alert. Okay, we talk about that episode. Twilight Zone. Mr. Ross Tolling, right? Huge fan. I think he's kind of Middle Eastern. He has very thick black eyebrows, right? Kind of Middle Eastern. Ross Tolling. Okay, yeah, I guess his ancestor from Britain. I guess Sterling, like silver, right? Good old British currency, sterling silver, right? Yeah. I'm well read. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of things about history. Okay, because I studied them informally. Back in the days when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, I did register to history class, and I dropped out. Okay, because it's too much reading and writing. Okay, yeah, I couldn't take it. But I'm a huge fan of human history. Okay, I study history mostly in Wikipedia, Google, YouTube, some other websites. Okay, all right, we'll take 5 minutes, and I tell you about the Torasun series, Absolute Man. Okay, so very philosophical, right? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Okay. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Alright. Okay. So some interesting stories. Okay. So obsolete man. Okay. I looked it up. Okay. Psalm, Book of Psalm 23. Right. He read this Bible, Psalm 23. Yeah, it's happy Easter, everybody. Okay. So it's Sunday, Easter Sunday. So yeah, I think we should read this Bible to commemorate Mr. Jesus' resurrection. Okay. So, a Psalm of David, Shepherd David. Okay. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear. I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all days of my life, all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Beautiful, right? Yeah. So yeah, the absolute librarian, he read this Bible to this dictator. Okay. Yeah, in the Twilight Zone episode, Absolute Man. Okay. Because in the fictional time and space, fictional world, yeah, there are no more books. Yeah, book burning, right? Dictatorship, totalitarianism, right? So the dictator said, "Oh, that was the beginning of the right ideas." Yeah, Stalin, Hitler, Lenin, but they did not go far enough. Yeah, politically incorrect. Whatever. Okay, so that's the Twilight Zone episode. Yeah, back in the days, I think it was filmed in 1960s. Okay, black and white, right? Yeah. Later on, colored in cinematography came Technicolor, whatever. But before that, it was silent film. Okay. Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, huge fan of Charlie Chaplin. Modern times, Gold Rush, The Kid, right? Yeah. Circus, of course, right? Charlie Chaplin, he's something else. He made some mistakes when he was young. Okay, yeah, people are people. Okay, but he made good movies. Charlie Chaplin, right? Okay, all those guys, okay, they make mistakes with ladies, right? Mr. Albert Einstein said of Miss Maria Curie, radon, radium, polonium, okay, Talos from Poland and migrated to France. Okay, so yeah, Miss Maria Curie, Mr. Albert Einstein talked about her. He said, yeah, Miss Maria Curie, she's like the only person who cannot be corrupted by fame. They were smart, Mr. Albert Einstein. Okay, Mr. Albert Einstein, yeah, we disproved him, special general relativity theories, but he did good stuff. Brownian motion, photoelectric effect. Okay, so he's not too bad. He got some good stuff there. They were very smart comment. There's this picture, black and white photo back in early 1900s, probably the 1940s. Okay, yeah, Miss Marie Curie. She was talking to this Poincaré, Henry Poincaré, the French mathematician, right? Topology, whatever. Okay. There's some photo of that, and behind them there was Albert Einstein and some other scientists back in the days. Okay, so I saw that photo in the web somewhere. Yeah, they're cool. Okay. Yeah. Let me some red wine. I'm cooking my dinner too in the microwave. Some frozen vegetables and meat. Yeah, just put some water in there and microwave it. Okay, so yeah. So phenomenology, Mr. Edmund Husserl, right? Uh I don't know too much about it. Phenomenology, like Martin Heidegger later on, right? Uh, but for the little I know about phenomenology, it's like anti-psychology. Okay, so they wanted to understand about human consciousness outside of psychology. Okay, so Mr. Edmund Husserl, he was a fighter, rebellion. Okay, he was anti-psychologist. He wanted to understand about human consciousness, human mind, but not in a psychological way. Okay, so that much I know. Okay, and Martin Heidegger, I don't know too much about him. Uh, his phenomenology is like poetic, okay, kind of literary, as opposed to philosophical. Okay, I don't know too much about phenomenology. Okay, I have some friends who major in philosophy. Okay, so they told me, I but I don't quite understand about phenomenology. Okay, it's about human consciousness, some emphasis on language, like what Liechtenstein, whatever. Okay, yeah, Mr. Liechtenstein. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. He's kind of LGBT. Okay, so I am biased. Okay, if somebody's LGBT, like Liechtenstein or John Maynard Keynes or Alan Turing, I don't want to study their science, economics, or I am biased. Okay, yeah, Oscar Wilde, literary. Okay, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so I am biased. I'm only human. Okay, but we are not against people. We are against some bad ideologies. Post Gen 6, pro Trumpism, crazy. Okay, after January 6th of 2021, some Republicans still support Mr. Trump as next president year 2024. Okay, that's crazy. That's not case. So I got out of the Republican Party. Okay, I'm independent now. I'm undeclared. I changed my party affiliation in Alaska. Okay, because I cannot support Mr. Trump as a politician. Not anymore. Not after January 6th event. Okay. Incident. He changed. He used to be good. That's why I voted for him back in 2016. But he changed. After 4 years, he became too much elitist. He didn't care about the rest of us, small people. He became too much Washington, D.C. kind of elitist. Okay. He changed after 4 years in the White House. He became somebody else. He was not the same guy as back in 2016. Back in 2016, I voted for him because he was good, in my opinion. Okay. But later on, he became somebody else. So back in, let's say, 2020, yeah, I did not vote for him. I voted for myself because I was also running for presidency. Right. And then later on, yeah, January 6th, okay, huge shock, disappointment. Okay, so I got out of Republican Party. All right, most of them still support Mr. Trump. I don't. I don't want to be Rhino Republican in name only. Okay, I don't want to pretend to be somebody else that I'm not. So now I'm undeclared. I don't have any party affiliation. I'm truly independent. That happened like 2 days ago. Democrats, they are crazy too. Okay. LGBT, okay, well, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, genital mutilation, transgender surgery, hormone therapy, that's crazy, okay? Democrats, they're crazy too. Republicans, they're crazy as well, right? They're both crazy, okay? So not, that's why I'm in the middle, independent. I'm neither of them, no, because I'm not crazy. I refuse to be crazy. I refuse to confine myself some ideological laundry list of things in Democratic Party, Republican Party. No, I say no. I want to be free. That's one of the reasons I came to America to be free. In Korea, I guess COVID-19 vaccination is mandatory, but in America it's not. At least in Alaska, America, okay. Yeah, I do exercise, I do diet, okay, and I don't need vaccination, COVID-19 vaccination, and I don't want it. Okay. But in South Korea, I guess it's mandatory vaccination. Okay. So my parents, when I talked to them a couple of days ago. I was like, "Hey, mommy, daddy, I love you." And my mom and dad, my parents in South Korea, cell phone. Okay. They asked me, "Hey, did you get COVID-19 vaccination?" I was like, "No." Why not? Oh, when I do diet and exercise, I don't need it and I don't want it. But in South Korea, it's mandatory. You know that? Oh, okay. How about in America? Oh, it's optional. So you're gonna get COVID-19 vaccination or what? No, no, thank you. I'm not gonna get COVID-19 vaccination. And they almost hung up on me. Because my Korean parents, okay, my siblings, they're fantastic people. But my Korean parents, they're kind of old school, okay? So they don't quite understand this American liberalism, post conservatism, independent spirit. They don't quite understand this concept of American freedom. Okay, in America, yeah, nothing is mandatory. Okay, uh, kinda. Okay, so at least in Alaska, COVID-19 vaccination is not mandatory. Okay, so I don't have to take it. I don't want it. I do diet and exercise. I don't want to take multivitamin pills. I'd rather eat vegetables and fruits. I drink alcohol. I smoke cigarettes. I do exercise. I don't need any vaccination. I'm healthy. Yeah, I have medical insurance, Veterans Administration, VA. Okay. Yeah, I mean, back in the days, I broke my this right clavicle going down the hill in Anchorage, Alaska. Some tree root sticking out. Okay, so I fell from bicycle because I was like bicycle handle. I was like, doing like this. Okay, so with my thumb and index fingers. Okay, so I fell. Okay, I broke my right clavicle. I was like, you know, when you're young, like Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway said, okay, yeah, when you're young, okay, you say those bad things, injuries, personal injuries, you think it will never happen to you, but as you get older, yeah, it does happen to you. Personal injuries. You don't get any special treatment from God. Okay, so I realized, oh, I broke my right clavicle. I was like, barely crawl out of that bicycle trail. I called a cab, taxi cab, okay. Yellow cab, okay. Ambulance 911, that's too expensive. Okay. So I called yellow cab, okay. Taxi drivers. And they came and they picked me up and would you please can we go to hospital emergency room because I broke my right clavicle and it hurt very bad. That was like 3 years ago. Ouch, right? It was very painful. I fell from bicycle, okay. I had my helmet, but right clavicle bicycle it does not have seat belt and you're going downhill fast speed, okay. If I fall I break my clavicle, okay. So yeah, that was very painful. I was a comfortable program back then, okay. I had surgery. Yeah, the doctors, army doctors, maybe air force, okay, military doctors, they fixed it up, okay. They did surgery, okay, stitch you up, okay. So doctors, nurses, they're great, okay. We need them, okay. And my bosses, I was come to a program back then, working for State of Alaska, okay. They came to visit me, and some with some handsome care package like sausage, patty. I was very grateful to my bosses, colleagues who took care of me because I was injured. Right. So they came visit me to my apartment, care package, food. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Americans are very nice. They may be Jews, Arabs, Caucasians, African Americans, okay, mixed races, okay. They all loved me. Yeah, they were maybe American natives, Hispanics, okay. They loved me. They took care of me, okay, and I love them right back. Humane people. When I was injured, helpless, they took care of me, okay. All different races in America. They treated me as if I'm their own son. I'm very grateful. They're Asian Americans, African Americans, Caucasian Americans, Jewish Americans, Arabic Americans, Native Americans, mixed race Americans, Hispanic Americans. Okay, they took care of me as if I'm their own son. I'm very grateful. Americans are very nice people. Okay, 99% of them, 99% of the time. Okay, I remember. I don't forget. I photograph in memories. I don't smoke marijuana. Yeah, some friends of mine they smoke marijuana. They even grow marijuana. Okay, some of my friends. Okay, yeah, we have some political differences. Okay, but they're nice people. Okay, so some friends of mine are LGBT. They're tattooed, pierced, ultra interracialist. Okay, whatever. Okay, but we have some ideological differences. But they love me. I love them. They know about my politics. Okay, so that's the best part. Despite all the political ideological differences, we can still be friends. That's the best part. Yeah, Mr. Jesus Christ, love thy enemies, right? We can be enemies, foes, but we can be friends too. Although we disagree on some minor details, right? Yeah, that's the best part, okay? Yeah, model humanity, right? Despite all the differences, disagreements, we can still love one another, like Jesus said. Mr. Jesus Christ. I do believe that he was Son of God, Savior. He saved me. Okay. Love your enemies. It will make you sleep better at night if you learn to love your enemies. Jesus said, Mr. Jesus Christ, pray for them. Pray for those who hate you. Love your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Okay. I believe Mr. Jesus Christ is indeed Christ, the Savior, Son of God. I firmly believe that. I'm a Christian. At the end of the days, I'm still Christian. Okay. Mr. Jesus. Okay. In my mind, there's no denial that He's indeed Son of God, Savior. Love your enemies. Who can say that? Okay. I do believe this Jewish man 2,000 years ago, okay, in Israel, North Africa, okay, Middle East. He said, "Love thy enemies." Okay, pray for your enemies. Okay, I think he's Son of God. I think he's from God. I think he's Savior. I never doubt it. At the end of the day, yeah, I'm Christian at heart. Okay, because he saved me. He's my Savior, personal Savior. Yeah, what's that American? Maybe British. Okay, yeah, personal Jesus. Depeche Mode. Okay, are they British or American? Let me look them up. Depeche Mode. Ah, okay, they are British. All right, they're British. That's what I thought. Okay, so reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone's there. Feeling unknown. Unknown, you're alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up your receiver. I make you a believer. Take second best. Put me to the test. Great poem. British. Depeche mode. Things on your chest you need to confess. I will deliver. You know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who cares. Yeah, reach out and touch faith. I like that song. Yeah, secular British this rock band. Okay, talking about Jesus. I like that. Okay. When I was in South Korea, okay, I had many friends 2 years older than me. Okay, and they said, yeah, all those movies when they talk about religion, that's a real good movie. Okay. Yeah, some movies, American movies, Hollywood movies, if they talk about religion, the spice, red hot chili pepper kind of spice, okay, it makes the story more interesting. So some of my Korean friends told me that, and I agree. Yeah, we can talk about philosophy, mathematics, physics, okay, politics, economics, okay, whatever. But when we introduce some spice of religion, it gets very spicy, okay? Very spicy, okay? Religion, God, eternal, everlasting, eternity. It starts to become very spicy, okay? When we introduce some religious elements into this poem, novel, story, screenplay, okay? When we start to introduce religious concepts, just like salt. Like Mr. Jesus said, yeah, you're the light, you're the salt. Salt is good. Spicy. We're spicing it up with introduction of some religion. Right? I learned that from my Korean friends back in the 1980s. Okay. What? Like 2 years older than me. Okay. Yeah. Because my father was 2 years younger than his colleagues. He was so smart. Okay. So my father's sons, they were 2 years older than me. Okay. So I was premature because I learned all the good stuff from my friends, my father's friends' sons. My father was 2 years younger than my father's friends. He skipped some 2 years. He was smart, okay? So my father's friends, they were 2 years older than my father, okay? So my father's friends' sons, they were 2 years older than me, okay? We hung out, okay? They would teach me about classical music, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, Mozart, okay? And I was premature because I hung out with them, okay? My father's friends' sons who are 2 years older than me, okay? They told me some good stuff like philosophy, history, right? Yeah. I remember everything that ever happened in my life. I don't smoke marijuana. Okay? I have good short-term memory, long-term memory. Okay. So that's my objection to marijuana smoking. Okay. It's very bad for short-term memory. Okay. Scientifically proven. Okay. I'm against tattoos and piercings, LGBT, marijuana. Okay. I'm against many things. Okay. Yeah, I'm against marijuana, LGBT, tattoos, piercings. I'm against post Gen 6 pro Trumpism too. Right? Mr. Trump used to be good, okay, but he became something else, something very bad, okay. Become very selfish, self-serving, okay. Yeah, so I had to get out of the Republican Party, okay. I'm independent. I'm not Democratic Party. I'm not Republican Party. I'm in the middle, independent, undeclared. Okay, let's cut it loose, okay? Yeah, I'm kind of drunk, okay? So, slurring. I'm Korean American, so I have a Korean accent. I'm drunk, so if I speak English, probably you cannot understand what I'm saying. Artificial language, voice recognition, probably you cannot recognize my language either. Okay, so I'm drunk, Korean accent, with Koreanized. Okay, all right. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you. Praise Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. Thank you. Bye. I love you. Thank you for loving me.